I'm supposed to be in Las Vegas, Nevada. I ain't even supposed to be here in Baltimore. I was kidnapped by the state of Maryland on February the 7th, 2011, because I was making a documentary about being black in America. I was making a documentary about race and racism. Dwayne G. Davis, State Shorty's Underground, 2008, Towson, Maryland. Jake Davis, Bank of America. I was kidnapped and my money was stolen. And I was making a movie and a documentary about it. From 1/2/2008 to present date. It's mail fraud. See that? Mail theft and vandalism complaint. That's President Trump. That's Scott Shellenberger. That's Mayor Moxley. That's the state prosecutor and Chief Hyatt. It's my whistleblower's complaint concerning the war on drugs and the violence in Baltimore. These other people that are in it. That's Myrna, Jane Miller, Eddie Conway, Kiefer Mitchell, Greg Marsh, Sharon Galloway, all right, Antonio Hayes, Julian Jones, Council President, One More, One Less mentoring program. You got 10,000 cases going to be reversed and remanded. Everything since 2006 is going to be subjected to the review because Shellenberger kidnapped me in 2011, stealing the intellectual property. I had to reshoot 90% of the footage stolen. The rest I can piece together. $2.6 million in lost wages. You knowingly lied to the public and broke down, because I broke down Gov.O'Malley's crime machine. Operation Greylord, 1984, Chicago. You feel me? That's Chief Hyatt. Let's play the video. Chief Hyatt, because I'm showing you, that's the phone number. This is Chief Hyatt's. It's been September 5th. It's October the 22nd. They had plenty of time to respond to this. That's Johnny Oleski, all right? It's a criminal complaint. I'm the victim here. It's a criminal complaint. And the state refuses to prosecute because it's Shellenberger. Now, Shellenberger is the one that committed the crimes. He destroyed evidence. He filed false police report. He went to the grand jury with false. All right. That's Mosby. That's Chief Hyatt and the prosecutor. That's the phone call. That's President Trump. Because like I said, President Trump got this. He didn't have this since last year. President Trump ain't trying to do nothing to help the black community. He need the black vote, but he want black people locked up. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm one member of Out for Justice. That's Johnny Oleski. In the state, he asked for a federal investigation. That's Eric Holder. That's Michael Nearham. That's Ronald Davis. That's Al Redmer. That's Brian Frosch. Brian Frosch, Doug Lansler, they had this. Senator Frosch, Brian Frosch, heard my testimony in Annapolis. Mayor Pugh's my witness, so you all have to bring her out of jail to testify. Stephanie Rollins Blake is a witness. Like I said, I want a federal and state audit on your police department in Baltimore City and Baltimore County. Chief Hyatt, Commissioner Harrison. Yeah. I want a federal and state audit because I'm going to show you the money that you're stealing from the community. That's Eric Holder. That's Jane Miller. And we're going to show you how the I-Team been shielding this since I started this. Because when I started this, I contacted them. One of the movies I made was called Portraits of a Letter. It was all about Fox 45. My other one's about Jane Miller, the I-Team. Because the I-Team sent a lot of black people to jail. And the I-Team needs to be held accountable. Hogan and Redmer. Like I said, insurance policy. Governor Hogan. Governor Hogan got to produce a lot of mail. When he produced that mail, somebody going to jail. That's Shellenberger. All right, that's me. Birth certificate. 1959. Says I'm white. Says my mama white. Says my daddy white. That makes me white. All right, so I'm going for white privilege. Talk about my homeless program. Because I've been feeding the homeless and doing this homeless thing since I opened up my store in 97. That's the Shorty program. These are the cases you're going to have to look at. Because the state's attorney had this. The state's attorney had this on February the 2nd, 2011. And y'all locked me up 5 days later. Because I was making a movie about y'all. That's Governor Hogan, T.J. Smith, Audrey Bundy, Dr. Bundy, Jane Miller, Al Redmer. I'm naming y'all so we don't have no problems. Pamela Woods, Wesley Lowry from the Washington Post, Tim Tennyson from the Baltimore Sun, WBAL. Dear Governor Governor Hogan, I still have our 2007 Christmas present, the photo. You gave me the dog. All right. And in that letter, that's Judge Bennett, the Department of Justice, Brian Frosch, Peter Francott, Johnny Oleski. I'm a whistleblower on the prison industry. Lake County. And it clearly states right here. And that's the Department of Justice. If you go to ddshortman at yahoo.com, yeah. Jailhouse. Shorty documentary. I asked for Martin Luther King's job and you got mad. If Martin Luther King was alive, he'd end the war on drugs because it's a war on the black community. Martin Luther King was alive, he laid down his life for this. I just picked up the baton that Martin Luther King dropped. That's represented. That's 2015. All right. That's the prison industry. I'm a whistleblower in the prison industry. And that's Elijah Cummings' office. Kwasi Mfume has he's took his seat. So part of Kwasi Mfume's job is the oversight of the prison industry. That's the United States representative. Crime, drugs, judiciary, and I'm a whistleblower. Requesting the right to testify in Washington, D.C. Elijah Cummings. Dear President Trump, I'm a whistleblower exposing the corruption in Maryland's Democratic Party. Senator Van Hollen, Senator Ben Cardin, Kwasi Mfume, Brooke Lieberman, Delegate Gabriel. All right. So President Trump got this. So does Fox 45. That's David Kamenetz from the U.S. courts. On April 7th, I contacted Chief Justice Roberts of the Supreme Court. These are the public officials that have been shielding this corruption. All right. Respectfully submitted. These is my family members that signed off on this. And that was in 2018. I'm not a terrorist. I'm an activist. Live feeds 2019 sessions. Freedom of speech. That's Gail King accepted my whistleblower's application. Gail King got this. Peter Francott, Kiefer Mitchell, Ken LaRue, Diana Suggs from the Baltimore Sun, Johnny Oleski. You feel me? Dear Johnny Oleski, ask Peter Francott, Joe Kane. All right, it's election year. Dear Johnny Oleski and Chief Hyatt, this is my third letter to you. All right, 2019, August 28. Cheryl Glenn. Glenn just got locked up. And Glenn was shielding this. Now she got locked up. So you definitely got to have an investigation. Glenn got locked up. Pugh got locked up. Oates is locked up. You got a lot of Democrats that need to be locked up. And Kiefer Mitchell need to be locked up too because he been shielding this. Racism don't work without black cooperation. That's the black face that keeps this racism going. Silence is consent. That's Chief Justice Roberts of the Supreme Court. Like I said, my paperwork is in order. It's at the Supreme Court already. All I need is my representatives to represent me. That's Eric Holder, That's the NAACP, the ACLU, and President Obama and Boehner. That's notarized. That's U.S. District Court. Honorable Judge Bennett. February 13th, 2018. That's Governor Hogan, Bobby Zirkin, and Valario. I'm a member of Out for Justice. I'm an ex-felon. I'm a whistleblower on the courts. And I should be in Vegas. I shouldn't be here. Art and activism. You talk about your prison industry and the money you make off of black bodies. You feel me? NAACP, no boundaries, face, clean streets, communities united. I'm an ex-felon. I'm a founding member of the Baltimore Block. I'm an independent filmmaker. I'm an activist. I'm not a terrorist.